boy. Back with another trade update. I kinda regret of how things went. I won't even lie with y'all. For real. I regret how things went, bro. I mean, I saw it. I wanted to take it, but I just woke up too late. Just know I risked myself of getting funded just because of sleep, bro. And I was probably just like 10 minutes late. Honestly, guys, I just feel like if you're gonna stick to a specific time to wake up to trade, you gotta wake up to that time. If you're gonna stick to a specific time to analyze, back test, do all those things, you gotta do it. You gotta put in the hours, bro. You cannot cheat the grind, bro. You cannot cheat the grind. I cannot stress that enough. You cannot cheat the grind. But let me just show y'all my 100 pips account. If y'all can see it right here, clearly I passed the first one. I mean, these two, I don't know, I got maybe way too ahead of myself. I just wasn't feeling myself because my main funding company was funded next, so I'll cop two of them. Once I cop two of them, I'll just be like, meh. But this one, I took the 10%, one of the 10% objective in phase one. Then phase two, I felt like I had it in the bag. I just kept on slacking lately, so this is what actually I validated myself with. And funny enough, let me just take y'all back yesterday, because yesterday was supposed to be my breakthrough trade. I won't even lie. Hold on. Yeah, that's what actually took me out. That's actually made me lose the account right there. That's what made me lose the account. But this was yesterday. This was the first trade I took yesterday. I took it knowing that we entered in the New York session, right? So I was just like, man, you know what? I'll just take this trade. I mean, I saw what I was looking for. Because at the end of the day, I'm a scalp / day trader. I just had to follow the order flow. I mean, it looked like it was going down. It looked like a downtrend, right? But with every downtrend, there's always a specific liquidity grab. Keeps on taking down specific liquidity grab, and then I took this. You might be like, but Jesse, oh, how do we know you actually trade? How do we know you're legit? Man, chill out. Let me put you on game. So on the 15-minute, that's what I actually took. That's what I actually saw this. On the 15-minute, I saw high, low, liquidity sweep. And damn, liquidity sweep. So the liquidity sweep, I mean, it looked a little bit. It looked good enough. Let's put it that way. It looked good enough on this specific bullish candle. That's just gonna frame my reversal to the upside. So with that in mind, you see what do you see on your left? I see short-term high. I see a short-term high right here. I see something like an order block. You see, this at the end of the day, series of down candles, series of up candles, order block, But I was like, I'm not gonna do that. Let me just draw this fair value gap right here. And then once I took the fair value gap, I went down on the 1 minute just for extra confidence, because that 5 minute fair value gap could be consisting of could be 3 fair value gaps, That's why, like I said, I went here for just to justify what I'm gonna do. That's what I did though. I just ended up taking my bad for my PC. I just ended up taking the trade for what it was on the 5 minute. I did not even enter this fair value gap right here, because I could have an opportunity to enter way more lower and I could have been filled. But I was just like, rubber duck. He pushed a little bit higher, then retrace and draw down. I mean, like I said, before you even learn this skill set, your biggest achievement in this whole industry, in this whole game, is up here. It's your mentor, bro. I cannot stress this enough. I mean, if you're looking all the successful traders we see today, they always keep on saying, it took me 3, 4, 5 years. Took me 6, 7, 8. They ain't talking about the technicals, my brother. Nah, we're talking about the whole. We're talking about the whole. Mastering yourself, the whole psychology thing behind it. That's why we keep on saying it took them that long. So I could have entered this fair value gap right here, but ended up filling me either ways. I mean, I'm not gonna complain. It's not under 5 minutes either ways. Um, I was in drawdown for not hypothetically. Hold on. I was in drawdown for just 9 minutes, But I wasn't looking away. I wasn't looking away at the Jets. I was looking at the Jets, like looking at it when it was actually in drawdown. I'm looking at it. I'm like, I mean, look, I'll be cool. It stopped me out as long as I knew what I saw. If I know what I saw and what's actually going in line with what my trading plan was, I'm cool with it. I saw this liquidity sweep. I saw displacement. I saw structure shift. I saw fair value gap. I mean, a PDRA. I mean, it entered me. Pause, not entered me. Pause. It filled the PDRA, and then it did its thing. Clearly, it was working out. I mean, I was all the way. Hold on. I was all the way right here, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna complete phase 2, and then I'm gonna. Since today's the 28, yesterday's the 27. Actually, I was like, you know what? This is gonna fill me, and I'm gonna finish phase 2 in one day. My apologies, my brothers. Not one day. I was gonna finish it in 3 hours time. 3 hours time. You may ask, what was the goal? The goal was 5% of 5,000. That's like 250. Yeah, $250 USD. Then I was just like, that was gonna be easy. I saw myself all the way right here. I was just like, yeah, I'm killing this, bro. I'm gonna do it right. In the moment, I was just like, on the 1 minute, it's kind of looking crazy though. I'm not sure about the fair value gap. I'm just following the 5-minute confluence, bro. I was just being a little bit iffy about it because I didn't want to be in some crazy drawdown on my phase 2, because I feel like for every account, the first trade always matters, right? So I wasn't willing to be in some crazy type of drawdown. So at this peak right here, I was probably like floating like 160, 170, and I was like, 150, 160. I was just like, I guess I'm doing alright, I ain't gonna stress too much about it, bro. I start seeing this thing retracing back, pushing higher, retracing, drops all the way. I'm like, hell nah. My emotions got the best of me though. I'm gonna admit, my emotions got the best of me. I was just like, bro, why am I letting my emotions take over? Then I closed around somewhere here. I closed in I think somewhere around here. I closed around $70. I was like, hell nah. This is probably gonna just trying to play my emotions and then just drop down. Because I'm cool with being profit and then lose, instead of like getting my confidence, enter, then immediately go into run into my stop loss. I wasn't gonna do all that. So I was like, it's cool, it's cool. I'ma just take what the market gives me. I took that close with 80, commission fee, $10. So I was left with $70. To my surprise, I left an alert somewhere around here, this line this horizontal line right there. I was like, TP crashed. I don't necessarily put it all the way there. I put it somewhere just to tell me, give me an idea of how far, the market has moved. My brothers in Christ, I get that alert on my phone. It goes NZD USD. My message was TP nearly crashed. Yeah, TP nearly crashed. And then I felt bad. Not gonna lie. I was like, only if I could hold. But guess what? I didn't, and then I was left out. I left the gains on the table, like any gym bros could have said. Same. I'm a gym bro, so but yeah. My point is that I left some gains on the table. I let my emotions get the best of me. This played out for 3 hours. If y'all checked it out, played out for 3 hours. Yeah, 3 hours and 26 minutes. So having your whole trading thing just mess with you for 3 hours straight, up down, not straight direction, just up down, and then in the last minute But you know, we live in lane. You know, we live in lane. It's the whole objective. That's a whole cycle, bro. So I don't know about you, but me personally, I'm not gonna give up. I'm 19 years old. You know, 2 years deep in this whole trading game, and I refuse to quit. I refuse to quit. I'm telling you, I refuse to quit. I mean, I got that dog in me, bro. I mean, I've been points in my life, you know, going through this whole funded journey and personal, you know, I was just like losing back to back to back to back to back to back. But guess what? I realized my problem, analyzed it, and then rectified it. You know, I'm clearly telling that my emotions getting the best of me. But with all that being said, you know, this is what could have possibly taken me far. But you know, being a human being with emotions, I was just like, y'all see how much I left on the table. Like, y'all see the gains. I mean, this is what I marked out. That's what I wanted to like see right here. Like, this was my whole target. But I mean, one of my homeboys said like, "Yo, bro, you being a little bit too greedy, bro. Let's just stick to the 1, 2, 3. I mean, the 1, 2, 3s are way more probable. Quit like these the 1 to 5s and 6s." I was like, man, you know, you got a point though. You got a point. You got a point. I gotta say, you got a point. I'ma just chill, man. I mean, I feel like regain confidence, start going back to 1 to 5s and 6s. I feel like for now, I mean, a 1 to 3.5 or 1 to 3 won't hit nobody. You know, you don't hit nobody to have a 1 to 3.5. You know, if I'm gonna risk one, I get 3.5 back. I give you 100, you give me 350. I mean, that's a fair trade if you ask me. But this one as well in the morning, I could have gotten back, or I could have actually completed this. But guess what? It's because I overslept, bro. I slept. I have an alarm that wakes me up because I mostly prioritize like trading during the Asia session. I don't know. I love the Asia session because, I mean, there's clear movements in there. It's because I just don't like the news, you know. Maybe the London session tough sometimes, but I'm a huge fan of the Asia session, bro. New York session is full of news. It's full of news, bro. I cannot handle all that. I'm telling you, I cannot handle all that news. But the Asia session, I love it with all my heart. You know, I've gotten so many certificates. Hold on. Just give me a minute. I don't know if y'all can see this, but like, this is amount of certificates I got from, you know, Funded Next while trading the Asia session, if you know. And they ain't payout certificates here, but the payouts are very soon. I'm gonna come out and I'm manifesting. Trust me, gang. I'm telling you. These are just acknowledgement certificates. I mean, I'll value these more than a school degree, bro. Screw a school degree, bro. Oh my brother, bro, I'm telling you, screw a school degree, bro. Everybody that wants goals in life, am I going to become a very successful 8-figure trader? I don't care who believes in me or not. If I believe it up here, I'm good. I mean, y'all pick the boldness. I didn't go bold because of the whole me losing, but I just went because, number one, before I try acting like a guru, I went bold because I'm gonna set my waves. And the second one, I feel like it goes hand in hand. Monk mode. I'm tripping, but yeah. So I could have won this, or I could have said I could have been in this trade. Literally, bro. I'm telling you, on the 1 minute. But like, you just keep on saying it. At least give us why. Be my guest. You know, I like when people be like, "What did you see that made you take that trade?" Because I'm not no guesser. You know, I don't guess. I know what I'm looking for. I bet, you know, Asia session is always buy side liquidity sweep. You get what I'm saying? But hold on, let me show you the 15 though, because I'm a huge fan of the 15 minute. I like what I see on the 15 minute. Not gonna cap. Hold on, where am I? Okay, hold on. There we go. You get me? On the 15 minute. Clearly there's this whole bunch of highs right here, and this high right here, I mean, it looked like a decent, very decent liquidity grab or drawn liquidity. So guess what happened? Liquidity swept right there. You get what I'm saying? It dropped, and then I go back on the 5 minute. I felt like it's gonna be a very good drawn liquidity because there's some relative equal lows, but like there's so many consolidating lows, and just know when there's so many relative lows, that means it's a great magnet. It's a huge great magnet for like a drawn liquidity. That's what happened, you know. On the 5 minute, I can't really see much, but you could tell that if I actually broke it down and went on the 1 minute, I would have seen something happen, and that's what I did. Went on the 1 minute right here, and the 1 minute did its thing. Clearly, bro, it did its thing, and I love when I see such a type of price action. You know, at the peak, this, I mean, I could have gone off two different things: the order block, this series of up candles, and then this place down by this series of down candles. I could have marked it and then enter from there, still valid entry, or the fair value gap right here. I mean, the fair value gap was actually right in your face, like you cannot miss it, like it's right in your face, bro, right in your face. You see this short, you be like, but there's no displacement. Look at this short term low, bro. 1, 2, 3. This short term low right here, displaced, fair value gap. Price respects the fair value gap. Look how it just pokes out, not body closed, pokes out, and then pew. I should have known after seeing that type of poke, it's not gonna come back for the second time. And I supposed to, I usually wake up at like because where I live in Namibia it's like 5:30. If I woke up for 5:30, immediately 5:30, you know, do my little prayer to thank the man above for the new day, and then just enter right here. Bro, I could have been good. I could have been good. Even after 8:30, bro, I had 8 minutes to do something. 8 minutes, my brother. 8 minutes from 5:30 the time I like waking up. And this could have been done. The whole phase 2 could have been done. No, like straight business, bro. You know, I like when I'm risking something. At least I'm correct. You know, I like when I'm risking something. My reward is 3.5 times more of what I'm risking. So that's what I did. This was now what we call perfect price action. Straight to the point, you know. Just no retracements here and there, but y'all, yeah, gang. I mean, Fredo gang, that's all I got for y'all today. I mean, this is how I failed my phase 2. But we're coming back stronger and better next time, y'all. I'm telling y'all. Until I become an 8-figure trader. Mind you, I didn't say entrepreneur, I said trader. Because my other entrepreneur is gonna take me to like 9M, like 9 figures. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe 10. But yeah. Love and appreciate y'all, and see y'all in the next video.